What's up, y'all? It's another episode of Quick Rants, and I got the legendary Batman robe on once again for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, we're gonna start this one off with something that I just thought about last night. It's not even nothing horrible. I'm trying to make coffee too at the same time. Ooh, I'm crusty. For the camera. Just woke up. Don't talk about me. Anyway, so yesterday, you know, everybody been doing, like the little Dolly Parton challenge and stuff like that. I think that's fun. It's cool. The Facebook, Tinder, Instagram. I don't know why nobody didn't put Snapchat on there, but whatever. Facebook, Instagram, Tinder challenge and all that. You put a picture, but I know the water is loud. I gotta heat it up though. But I just wanted to. I had gotten this one comment, and somebody said they liked the picture that I smiled in, and I always get that. And I'm not meaning like in the sense of like, everybody loved my smile or nothing like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I always get people saying smile, smile, smile. But the thing is, I do smile. Everybody smiles. I smile when I laugh. You know what I mean? Like if I'm out and I'm joking, even if I'm playing on here, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna smile. But when I'm taking a selfie or just doing a quick video, like to me it seems really odd to just go to take a picture. I mean, if the actual emotion is not there, it's like, what am I smiling for? Like, yeah, you smile because the day is a good day, sun is shining, maybe you like snow, maybe you like the nighttime, you smile because of that kind of stuff. But if I'm like, oh, I'm on the elevator real quick, I'm gonna just take a quick picture, so let me smile. That just seems weird. Like, and then sometimes I think like my smile make me look like I'm slow. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like I said, when I just take a quick picture, I'm not necessarily gonna just like cheese for the camera. So that's all that is. But I don't get why it's like such big deal. And also like how much, like, just because I'm not smiling in my picture, that does not mean like I'm unhappy or sad. Oh, you get the full view. The full view of it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm talking about. So like I'm not walking around upset if you see me in a picture where I'm not smiling. That's no. That's not what it is. I'm not sad or anything like that. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not upset about anything just because I don't got a big cheese on my face. But have you ever experienced that? Because to me, like, I'm gonna be real. I used to have a friend. Well, I have a friend who used to, when he take pictures, he would say stuff like, and I think it's a genius, great idea, but I just never really do it because I thought it was weird. He'd be like, "Make me laugh," you know what I'm saying? Like before we take pictures, like, "Make me laugh, make me laugh." And I would like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Or he would like just do a fake laugh. And I always thought it was just like the creepiest thing. Like he would just go to get the good smile. And I get it. Maybe that was like a technique or something like that. That he learned. Sorry, my bad. Still got the little cough. That's why I didn't record this last night. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and I always thought that was like mad creepy that he would do that. But that's not to say that I don't understand why. But also like think about like when you see like the models and stuff like that on Instagram or wherever, models in general, magazines, not just social media, but you see all of that and you think to yourself like, a lot of times they don't really be smiling. You know, they try to take the sexy pictures and stuff like that. Is what I'm saying. They try to take the sexy picture, and then they just like look with the mouth hanging open like the they look. It looks all silly to me, and I guess maybe that's why I didn't ever make it in modeling because it all just seemed pretty silly. I do like taking pictures. Don't get me wrong. I love photography. I love taking pictures, but I think like doing the fake stuff. Like I've always enjoyed more so like the candid pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like gotta let that steep for 4 minutes. I like the candid pictures, like the natural. You just caught me smiling. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's all I really got about smiling in pictures. Does anybody else have a dog that just follows you around the house and begs for food even though he just ate? Let me go to this message from the homie. She sent me the rant that she wanted. I really wish you would have, sent a voicemail like I told you to. That's what makes this thing fun. Get out of the way. Okay. The iPad died, and I'm using my phone to record this. So give me a second. So what can I talk about? We could talk about why my iPad is great, but at the same time, the battery died in like 5 seconds. Don't never keep charging. We could definitely, talk about that. Yeah. I mean, see, I can't even really think of nothing to rant about. I could kind of think about what she wanted to rant about. She wanted to rant about people, and I'm probably going to quote this wrong, people that expect things from you but do not do the things that they expect from you. And I said, I don't really think I have any examples of that. Like, to be completely honest, like, I don't really involve myself with a lot of people like that in general. Like, I've had people let me down, I guess, but I can't really even think of any times like that, like, because I don't really stick to it. I don't really harbor it. So it's like, I really couldn't think of nothing, but let me see what she said. She said, people that demand more than they can give, and go. I don't know if you can read that on the screen. It's probably not going to show you straight up. But this is from Action Royale. And so I'm like, leave a voice message because I need a little bit more detail. So if this don't come out right, I'm blaming you. Anyway, she said, like, when a girl that always begging for money and doesn't work says that she needs a man with money, or a dude with hella kids that say that he need a woman without kids. And then we got at Cultured Chocolate that liked the messages. And I'm like, leave a voicemail. Say what you got to say. But anyway, let me read that again. Like, when a girl that's always begging for money and doesn't work says that she needs a man with money. Okay, let's touch on that. I do think that is definitely an issue. That's definitely an issue because at the end of the day, like, how you gonna expect something from somebody that you can't give? So if we're talking about relationships, like, that's like always been my thing. Like, I don't really ask for anything. Like, if you give me a gift, that's amazing. But, if it's something that I can't do or I can't afford myself, I don't really want to ask for it. So I'm going to just lay low in the cuts. You might get a hint here and there. I might talk about it, but not on that level. So, I mean, yeah, I guess that's a concern. But also, I think people are irrational and people don't think. So if you've experienced something like that where somebody, feels like, you know, they have to, they can get something from you that they're not even willing to give themselves, that's an irrational person. That's somebody who really needs to assess their self, and they might be, like a little slow, like I said, when I smile. And good morning. Don't think I'm just talking to myself, but I really am. I'm talking about, no, splashing not here. Where was I? Yeah, there are people who are irrational that like need help because, again, like if you're in a relationship and you're always asking for stuff, but you're not willing to give anything at all, or you can't, I think, it might be something wrong with you at the end of the day. Like, if you're a woman and you're like, you want to spend all this, you're basically trying to use that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really have real feelings for that person. You're trying to use that person for their resources. And that's not cool. Or like a man, like she said, a man that says, or say woman, I don't know. Well, it don't really matter. A man or a woman that says that they want somebody with no kids, but they got like 4 kids themselves. Again, it's like, that's just a preference, to be honest. I don't think that's the same thing. I think that that's really just a preference. Like, I have a child, so that doesn't necessarily mean that, I want, a woman who has a bunch of others. But at the same time, if I really have feelings for that person, yeah, why not? I wouldn't mind, being an addition to that family, or that family being an addition to mine. So that give and take for me is a little bit different. I wouldn't, when I was younger, I may have minded it a little bit, but now that I'm older, I mean, it's like, who doesn't have kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're a certain age and you're like, oh no, I can't rock with this person because they got kids. It's like, okay, well, you kind of waited too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have waited a little too long or whatever, because if you passed even 30, you're going, pretty much everybody you run into is going to have a kid. So no, you're not going to be their first person and all that. So that one for me is that one's okay. I could deal with that. Now, yeah, if you're like in your early 20s or something like that, and then you meet a guy and he's like, oh, I don't want, a woman that got a bunch of kids, but he got a bunch of kids. It's just like, well, so you was out there having fun, and you don't expect me to be having my fun. We was both getting it in. So yeah, y'all could just create the Brady Bunch. But me, nah, I had my boy. I wanted another kid, didn't work out, and yeah, so I'm 38 now, so nah, I don't really mind. If a woman has, more than 1 kid, more than 2 kids or whatever. Like, it is what it is, All right, so, I mean, really, that's pretty much all I got. Unless I check my messages and see, maybe somebody wrote something else. But like I said, I'm not an angry person. Sometimes some stuff is just on my mind and I got to talk about it. So let me, finish making my coffee. Like an old man, probably go sit outside in the cold and rock a little bit. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me talk about absolutely nothing for the past 14 minutes, going on 15. Check out the podcast. This has been Quick Rants, but I need you all to continue to subscribe, share, review, and rate the Dearly Deep Heart Id podcast, because I know I just released the tenderized and bumbled with Miss Jahari, but we got a part 2. She came to the house. That's all I'm gonna leave y'all with. Holla. Peace. love, love, love. Oh, quick rants, quick rants, quick rants.